skies had been dry for 3.5 years. Famine gripped the land, crops withered, rivers dried, and King Ahab, ruler of Israel, watched his kingdom wither under divine judgment. Then came Elijah, the prophet who had declared the drought in the first place. And on Mount Carmel, he had just defeated 450 prophets of Baal in a showdown that left fire falling from heaven and false religion in ashes. But the most unexpected miracle was still to come. Elijah, standing on that mountaintop, told Ahab, "Go, eat and drink, for there is the sound of a heavy rain." 1 Kings 18:41. Ahab got in his chariot to head back to Jezreel, a 17-mile journey. Pulled by the finest horses in Israel, a king's chariot was the fastest way to travel. There was no way a man on foot could beat it, unless that man had the hand of God on him. The power of the Lord came on Elijah, and tucking his cloak into his belt, he ran ahead of Ahab all the way to Jezreel. 1 Kings 18:46. Elijah outran the king's horses, a prophet, on foot, in the pouring rain, beating a royal chariot. This wasn't just a sprint, it was a supernatural surge of strength, a divine empowerment that turned a man into a force beyond nature. God had not only answered Elijah's prayer with fire and rain, he put his power inside Elijah's very body. This is a story of divine momentum. When God moves, he doesn't just answer prayers, he propels his people to outrun the impossible. Elijah had stood against a wicked king, called fire from heaven, and now he ran ahead of royalty, not because he was the fastest, but because God was with him. This moment showed the world, when the Spirit of God comes upon someone, even kings can't keep up. You may feel weak, slow, or behind, but when the hand of God comes upon you, he can give you supernatural strength, favor, and acceleration. You don't need to be the fastest, just faithful. When Elijah tucked his cloak into his belt, it was an act of preparation. God did the miracle, but Elijah had to run. "Lord, put your hand upon me. Let me run the race you've set before me, not in my strength, but in yours. Where I feel behind, accelerate me by your Spirit. Help me to stay faithful, obedient, and ready when you move. Use me for your glory, even in ways I never imagined." Amen.